So I just wanted to make a quick video on the pole barn I'm building in the backyard and all the tools that it took me to get it to this point and to see it through, in case you're planning on a similar project and you're not really sure what you need. So this is a 36 by 54 kit we got it from Menards. It's a little under 2,000 square feet. I'm pretty much doing it all myself. I've had a little bit of help. Just the father-in-law came out and I had some help to auger the piers, but I pretty much just did it all myself. You don't really need that many tools. The biggest one is setting the trusses. So there were 7 36-foot trusses. A telehandler is most effective to set the trusses. They can be a little hard to come by in the summertime, but we were fortunate to have access to a kind of a friend of a friend's crane truck. So that worked great. You know, do it in a day. It was just my wife and I who set them. I've never operated one before. It's pretty easy. We just got it done. So that was, one day equipment rental. And then the other thing is augering the posts. So I think there was, I don't know, maybe 30 posts that we had to auger. And I had a friend with like a Bobcat with a 12-inch auger. So you could do it by hand, but that would be kind of tough. So those were really the two, areas where we needed equipment. We did have to, level the pad out, but we contracted a dirt guy to come in and he kind of took care of that. So you'll need a couple of extension ladders. I had I think this is like a 24-footer, and then I actually borrowed like an 18-footer. So it's helpful to have 2 extension ladders when you're setting the roof purlins. And then I just had a 6-foot fiberglass A-frame ladder. You're gonna need a couple saw stools. We had this picnic table that was actually pretty helpful to just kind of set up my tools on. So I'm just working on this thing evenings and weekends. I work in an office. I'm not a contractor. I'm just a DIY guy who likes, projects. I did all the framing with a pass load cordless nail gun. They actually gave us boxes of nails, but we returned those and purchased the pass load framing nails. So that worked great. I think that'll hold it together just fine. And then, I use DeWalt tools. I had you'll need a drill and a driver, cordless grinder for the trim. And then I did all the cuts with this old, cordless circular saw. Just put a new blade on it. It's an old 18-volt one, and I have the converter for the 20-volt batteries. I've got a rivet gun, some pop rivets. I got one of these little trim bender things, which is kind of helpful. You need a bubble level, some consumable bits, and a driver for the screws. And then I just use this little tractor with a trailer. And when I'm done, I throw all the tools in the back, and a couple of clamps, a chalk line, some tin snips, some bits, a hammer, some nails, set of plans. A couple things that aren't in here. I used a sledgehammer and a shovel, and then I did use a chainsaw to cut the posts down. So I've got a little Stihl MS-170, and that worked pretty good. So the framing's pretty much done. I'm just finishing up the door trim, and then I'll start sheeting it. But yeah, this is really everything you need to build a pole barn. So Any questions, let me know.